well, I lived in Diamond. Okay, how many leg riders are you guys? Good, I'm glad that we don't have too many, okay? Leg riding is a great skill, but unfortunately a lot of leg riders like myself, you live by it, you die by it. What I mean is, I remember listening to coaches across the corner from me when I was getting ready to get on top, and they would say, just be patient, he doesn't have anything else. Seriously. And if the guy would actually listen to their coach, they'd beat me, okay? Because it's true, most leg riders, like, they're gonna throw a leg at some point or another. They don't really have another option, okay? And so unfortunately, that was the case for me in college and in high school, and I don't want it to be the case for anybody else, okay? I think leg riding is an awesome skill. You can be nasty with it, you can score a lot of points with it, but I would also encourage you to develop elsewhere. That way, you know, if you can't get your boots in, you can still ride a guy, you can still turn him, okay? So I'm gonna go over some basic ways to break down, and then I'm gonna go over what I call a four-post ride. That's the thing I want everybody to get today, four-post ride, okay? Actually, I'm just gonna go over a four-post ride first, and then we're gonna get to it. So go all the way to your belly. We're gonna pretend like I broke them down. Here are the principles of a four-post ride. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 posts, okay? My goal, as I'm riding, okay, my goal is that I want all 4 of his posts to be completely and totally useless, okay? I wanna knock all 4 posts out, like you knock all 4 posts of the table out, and the table just falls flat on the ground. That's what I wanna do to him, okay? So I've got a tight waist, okay? That's fair enough because I start every single referee's position like this, right? So I've got a tight waist, going down. Got a tight waist. My hips come over to the other side because that's what we do with a tight waist, right? We're looking, anytime we have a tight waist, we're looking always if the guy gives us his hip here to tilt. Okay, everybody knows that basic principle. If I've got a tight waist and he sits his hip into me, go ahead, no, other way. He sits his hip into me, I'm going to tilt him, right? Okay, so come back. Here's my tight waist, I hop on the other side and I'm looking for my tilt. Always looking for my tilt, at least getting my squeeze. Now, the other side, whether it's a chop or a half, everybody has action to this other side. Whatever your action is, I want this post to be out. If you're a chop guy, you can have it right here. If you're a spiral or a half guy, I want you to have it out here. See that? I don't want him to be able to come up, go ahead and post him, and use it for any power. So I keep it out. Now my head comes on the other side to block this post. See that? Now, the other post that I've got to really focus on is this post. And here's what I'm going to do with this post, is I'm going to be wedging my knee into his hip, and my other foot is either going to be driving into the mat or scooping this out, scooping this ankle right here. Okay? So this is what a four-post ride looks like. You see this? You're asking, well, can't you step up with this knee, right? Well, you can use your tight waist hand, your tight waist elbow to block that. Okay, I can block it, but really, he has no options here. If he scoops this knee up, it's going to start sitting this hip down. Okay, so this is the least worrisome post. Does that make sense? It's not really a threat. Okay, if he starts getting this knee up, now turn your hip. Yeah, get that knee down. Now I'm in trouble. Now my tight waist is loose. Now I'm in trouble. He can start facing up. Okay? Come back. Take my tight waist. I hop my hips to the other side to wrench my tight waist tight. Blocking out a post. My head gets the other post. My feet drive into the mat. My knee is going to pinch in on his hip here. My heel is going to pull out and scoop here with his ankle. We see this, guys? Pretty simple, very, very, very effective. What's it called?
Four-post ride.
Four-post ride. What you can do to practice this is first, get on, have your partner lay Talk to me. What am I going to get? Starts real tight. Good. Now what? What do I need to do once I have a tight wrist? Hop to the other side. Reach my tight wrist tight. Now what? Okay. Block this elbow with my arm. What about the far elbow? Good. How am I going to block out this post? There's my knee and I'm driving the feet. Good. And this post, I'm going to use my elbow. Keep it honest. It's really not really much. Okay. Good. So now that I've got my four post right in, I'm going to spar with my partner. My partner's going to try to get one of his posts up. Okay? Okay. Go ahead, partner. What post do you think you can get up, guys? Can I see one? I don't have it blocked. Go ahead and develop power with that post, Nathan. Good. Yep. So I know now, go back down, I know now I got to hit that post. Now try to come up on it. Good. I know I'm doing it right. You can move. Right? So if your partner can move, have him talk to you. Say, hey, I have to get this post up, or I have to get this one up, or I have to get this one. And then adjust. Does that make sense? Make it perfect. Once you've got it perfect, find your post, then spar again until you've got it down. You'll get the hang of this pretty quick. 1, 2, 1, 2.